should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center position. Now here's Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Out to Kuzma. Nobody near Lillard. Here's Giannis. And Lopez has it in the corner. Here's Trent. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Butler driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First personal foul. That's on Brook Lopez. When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Now, here's Lillard. Out to Kuzma. Screen by Giannis. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. And Giannis throws it down.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
And it's good. 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Lillard missing. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Curry. There's the drive. Stolen away.
Set the trap perfectly there. Had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
On its way from Curry for 2. A rebound by the Bucks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Back to Giannis. Lillard against Curry. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. 2 on the clock. No good off the front iron. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Curry outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Podziemski with it. Nothing on the board. To end the drought. And the shot goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Giannis outside. That one's not going to go.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Podziemski. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Over to the wing. Here's Lillard. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
It's Trent on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Trent's got 5 now.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top, leading by 3. And we'll get going at... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight. Keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Payton. He's out there with Kuminga, and it's Hield in at the 2.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And stolen by Prince. Here's Sims, still without a basket. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Porter inside. Prince outside. Porter sets the pick for Porter. And finished off by Porter.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. Spencer, the pass to Kuminga. Here's Spencer. Back to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And that one's good by Porter.
A flat-out bucket getter. Porter Jr. is a scorer who will hurt you all over the floor.
Spencer, the pass to Hield. Right wing. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fella. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Healed outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Payton kicks to Heel. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Payton. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
With his size and versatility, Porter Jr. is really a strong defender, especially when he's defending the point or two guard.
Green kicks to Portis. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. Healed. Sims with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cranes the three-pointer. Porter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
And that one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Porter. Going inside. The layup off target.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks lead by 6. It's time now. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bucks leading by 6. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Giannis is double. Lillard against Butler. Clock at 6. Kick out to Giannis. Green with the block. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lillard against Curry.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line. Milwaukee leading by 5. Lillard, right side. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace, the scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Moody. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but great, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Trent outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Podziemski's got 5 now. Lillard against Curry. Giannis passes to Trent. Back to Giannis. Lopez, a screen on Butler. Giannis rips it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Here's Curry. Off target from the wing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis showing creativity.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Curry's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 10. The kick out to Lopez. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Giannis outside. Pass to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Lillard, right side. Kuzma, outside. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Pass to Trent.
Who's watching here?
2 points. That one goes. Trent's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Lillard from outside bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter. Outside Curry. Curry! Oh, what else is new?
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. The 1 goal. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward. Pass to Podziemski. Klopp's in the layup for 2.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Here's Curry with the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Giannis a screen on Curry. Lillard the pass to Trent. The 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Bucks working the ball around. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Milwaukee leading by 8.
Walking foul called on Draymond Green. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard finds Kuzma. Here's Trent.
You know, Butler's got the quickness and the tenacity to be, I think, a nightmare of a defender. Affects that shot for sure.
And here is Moody. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Butler. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Curry on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
Lillard against Curry. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Giannis outside. And stolen by Butler. The 19-foot shot. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down. Now it's just 3 on the bucket from Curry.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense. You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Curry is inside. Covered by Lillard. Back to Butler. Down low. Podziemski. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
This team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From deep, Trent, and he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It's Trent on the wing. He's defended by Pajemski. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Kuzma. Off target from outside. Buries it from three-point range. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final second. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. Now here's Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Morant. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee with the ball. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Payne. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Lillard against Morant. About a minute played here so far in the first. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Jackson, nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Lillard outside.
Memphis foul. Well, first personal foul. First team foul.
Uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 10.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
The drive by Morant. Kicks it out to Payne. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. PA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Trent. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. 3 on the clock. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. 6-point game. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Lopez, the screen on Morant. For 3, here's Lillard. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Wells. No made baskets yet. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Lillard against Morant. Lillard double team. Antetokounmpo for 3. Cleared away by Wells.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Kuzma.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And again, it's the Bucks missing. Grizzlies trail by 6. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Morant outside.
And I just love how he uses his lateral quickness to stay with his man. Lillard is a capable on-ball defender.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Lopez, the screen on Morant. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Lillard's got 15 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And they pick up 2.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Kuzma, the pass to Lillard. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's found it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Bobby Portis. Torian Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Green, and it's Sims in at the center position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Aldama, the pass to Kennard. Shoots over Portis. Kennard can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Here's Pippen. No points yet. Clock at 6. Kennard for 3. Unable to get that one. The Bucks leading by 7. Outside, Green. Lets it go. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Knocks down the triple. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Stevens, the pass to Huff. Hits the three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Portis outside. Pass to Prince. Shoots. That one's good from Green, and the assist from Prince. Green's got 5 points now this quarter. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Kennard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Kennard. And another 3 for Milwaukee. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Porter from outside. Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 9. Kennard for 3. He drops it from range. Kennard's got 6.
The transition 3. It's part of the new NBA, and when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Portis for 3. Huff pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Stevens. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The execution has been better lately. Do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Pass to Pippen. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got his 5th rebound in this one. And another miss by Milwaukee. Grizzlies trail by 5. Launches it from deep. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. They get it back. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. Stolen by Kennard.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Porter with it. Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Payne has been nothing short of spectacular.
Payne was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Pass to Jackson. Payne with it for the lead. The 3. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And if you're just joining us, we play just over a minute here in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Here's Lillard. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Knocks it loose. It was stolen by Lillard. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Trent against Payne. And another miss by Milwaukee. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Lillard right side. And it's off from 3-point range. for Memphis. They've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Morant with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up on the wing. Bane. Morant with a screen on Trent. Outside Morant. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Wells misses. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Trent from long range. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Trent's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Jackson the screen. Morant with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Morant looking for an opening. Morant with the close range bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Lopez, the screen on Morant. Lillard against Morant. Lopez, the screen on Morant. For 3, here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wells. And here's Bane. Right side Morant. Jackson with a screen on Lillard. From deep, Morant nails it from 3. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Morant against Lillard. Here's Trent. There's the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey.
Milwaukee ball.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From behind the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Pass to Morant. Takes a 3. And they'll get another chance. Clock at 4. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Milwaukee on D. They trail by 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Jackson with the 3. Drains the triple. Jackson's got 9 points.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Lopez, the screen on Bane. Trent drives to the hoop. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Lillard against Morant. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Lillard against Morant. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Trent's shot is off. Memphis leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Moran against Trent. Oh my! Jaw dropping the hammer.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Lillard looking around. Double team on Lillard. Trent on the wing. Out to Lillard from outside the arc. The rebound by Edey.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
The 3, here's Lillard. Gets the 3 to fall. Lillard's got 23 points.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Lillard. The 3 ball. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Moran. Trent outside. Here's the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Wells. It's stolen by Kuzma. It's an even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Lillard, no good.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Kuzma against Moran. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. Lopez, the screen on Jackson. The steal! Bane, the pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Pass to Moran. There's a screen. Puts up a 3. Kicks it out to Bane. Moran against Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. Back to Morant. Looking to get back on track. Oh! Wow!
Okay,
Unreal! That's what they came for.
Wow.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. The shot's good. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward.
A big guy with guard-like penetrating ability, Draymond Green, fantastic awareness.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now, here's Butler. Up top, Moody. The kick outside to Butler. Sinks the triple.
Jimmy Butler's 3-ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
Jackson a screen on Curry. And it's Morant missing. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Jackson can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Butler. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Here's Edey. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Pajemski. No good from outside. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Edey gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Moody following the score by Memphis. Back to Pajemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 3. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And the rejection by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining.
Wells kicks to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 6.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Here's Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Butler against Jackson. Curry wide open. They get it again. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Wells. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds him.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Pass to Wells. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bain kicks to Wells. It's good. This game is all even.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Green finds Butler. Back to Green. Now Pajemski. Now Green. Outside for Curry. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Green, no luck. Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside Jackson. Morant sets a screen for Jackson. Out to Morant. Here's Heaney. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And back in a moment as well. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Kennard is out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Stevens in at the small forward.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
Spencer, the pass to Hield. Here's Spencer. And he drives in. Makes it off the glass. Spencer's got his first points of the game.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
That's a 2 from Kennard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Brett, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Spencer. On the wing, Hield. Kennard covering. Here's Post.
Memphis foul. Lamar Stevens. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside, Kuminga. 5 to shoot. They kick out to Hield. On the wing. Kept alive. On the wing, Hield. Floats one. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Kennard, following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga, and they take the lead. Kennard's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Grizzlies.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the 3-point shooting.
It's good from long range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here's Kennard, following the 3-pointer by Buddy Hield. Driving inside. Kennard's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Hield outside. Back to Payton. Hield outside. The tray. Stephens pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Here's Spencer, defended by Pippen. Here's Payton. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kuminga, no good. Memphis leading, and it's Memphis on the break. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Inside, Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One is on Hield.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And he's good on the second. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to post. And that one is stuffed right through.
Go into the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And finished off by Kuminga. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that one drops. Spencer's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Kennard. He's got 7. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Jackson. Hasn't made one yet. Hits the three-point bomb.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Pass to Moody. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Memphis trailing here. Morant scanning the floor. There's the 3. Green with the rebound. The Warriors shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Curry kicks to Butler. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Butler. It's rebounded by Memphis. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Podziemski with it, outguarded by Wells. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Warriors making the shot. There's Jackson with the three. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Podziemski, guarded by Bane. Morant against Butler.
Remaining in the quarter, 2 minutes.
Launches it from deep. Curry's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
To the middle, here's Podziemski. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Podziemski's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Outside, Bane. And again, Memphis no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Count it. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous right now. Every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. He continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly. His game is going to continue to grow.
Kennard for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Payton outside. Healed outside. Down low. Here's Post. That one goes in. Post has got his 2nd basket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Kennard's got 9 points. Here's Payton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. And the second free throw, good. Oh, trying for it. And the ball out of play. The Warriors won.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
Curry from deep three-point land. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 12-point game. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Out of hand on it. Pass to Wells. And stolen by Butler. to the paint. Green dishes to Butler. Curry outside. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Wells sets the pick for Jackson to the inside. Here's Butler, and Butler running the floor.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
There's a screen. Morant, the shot, no good.
And he giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
They get the rebound. That shot misses. The Grizzlies shooting around 41% on the night. Wells kicks to Bain. The three from Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Warriors leading by 11. Curry deciding where to go with it. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Memphis foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Jackson finds Morant from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Podziemski. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 17.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
Pass to Edey. To the right side. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Memphis basketball.
Butler with the steal. Fires the three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And Butler giving you the full buffet of the things he can do.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Golden State.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Curry. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Butler kicks to Curry. No good on the 3.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Morant with the bucket.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Wells. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Butler.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Butler finds Podziemski. Back to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry against Morant. This one for 3, and it's Butler missing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morant outside. Lets it go with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Curry fires from way outside, and the Warriors miss again. we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moment. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
matchup at the 5 spot, Clark?
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 6. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Lillard gets it to go.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Outside, Green. Lillard against Curry. Pulls it from the corner. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Trent outside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. Kuzma outside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pass to Curry. Moody with it. Kuzma on it.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the 2nd round, and he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And here's Curry for 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Lillard gets it to go.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Curry against Kuzma. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the wing, right side. Inside. And Giannis with the jam.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Here's Green. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Butler. Outside Podziemski. Driving in. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
That one no good. Green with the defensive effort. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. 4-point game. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from 11. And he nails the jumper.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Curry against Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Moses Moody. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And here's Milwaukee now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Curry. Launches it. And the Bucks miss again. On the wing, Curry fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 7.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Sims in at the center position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Here's Portis. The rebound by Post. The Warriors lead by 3. And Payton, here we go. Healed on the wing. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Portis. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Prince. No points so far. Outside for Porter. Portis a screen. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Prince against Hield. Another shot. Outside Kuminga. Out to Hield. Here's Payton. Fires in the triple. Payton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Porter looks it over. Takes the 3. On target from range.
Always a ready and eager three-point shooter. That last 3 only gave Porter Jr. more motivation.
Outside Payton. And there's the drive. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Here's Post. Still no points. 2 minutes remaining. Here's Kuminga to the inside. Hield for 3. That shot off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Porter. 1:41 left to play in the second quarter. There's the triple. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Outside heel. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
The Bucks trail by 3. Poke loose. Portis against Kuminga. Portis, the pass to Prince. And he hits it to tie the game. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
And Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Portis outside. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Kuminga down low. Portis on him. Out to heel. Back to Kuminga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul. Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That free throw good from Kuminga.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Lillard right side. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee out front, leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. Pass to Lopez. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Green with a screen on Lillard. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Lillard. The shot won't fall. Green with the defensive effort. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Green, the pass to Curry. Clock at 6. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Curry's got 4 points this quarter. Bucks trail by 5. Lillard, left side. Oh, tough shot, Lillard.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Knocked away. Green, the pass to Curry. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Curry's got 13 now.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Kuzma against Curry. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Pass to Green. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Lillard against Curry. Lopez, the screen on Curry. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Outside Podziemski. The kick out, Curry. Back to Podziemski. On the wing, Curry. Curry splashes it in.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Curry against Lillard. Trent outside. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Kuzma outside. Out to Lillard. Lopez, the screen for the lead. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Warriors leading. Here's Butler. Butler goes on the run and finishes.
The ability to score on the drive. Butler wastes little time tearing to the hoop.
Antetokounmpo inside. Butler covering. Now here's Trent. Pass to Lopez. 4 on the clock. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 4. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Butler. Outside Podziemski. Back to Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Curry. That shot off. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 4. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Curry against Lillard. Left side Butler. Outside Podziemski. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
Trent from long range. Curry with some nice D. And the Warriors shooting it at 52%. Green with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. Podziemski into the lane. Back to Green. Butler on the wing. Covered by Lopez. Butler can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Moody. Back to Butler. Pass to Moody. 6 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Moody. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Out to Lillard. Trent against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Curry surveys. Outside Moody. It's Podziemski on the wing, who is stolen by Lillard. Kuzma outside. Lopez finds Trent. 1:56 left in the 4th. An easy 2 on the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Lillard. Antetokounmpo with the block. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Knocks down the long J. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Antetokounmpo inside. Butler covering. Cash.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
The shot by Podziemski, no good.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And the dunk by Lillard.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Curry takes it in. Yes! What a a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Count it!
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry's shot is off. Butler with a steal. Three-pointer. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Curry, no good. And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce.
the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Now Morant after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Morant scanning the floors. Good on the three-point shot.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Lillard against Morant. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the basket by Milwaukee. And finished up by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
He hits the second from the line. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Here's Wells following the basket by Giannis. Jackson finds Morant. Just 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot rebounded by the Bucks.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. Giannis inside. Guarded by Jackson. Lillard the pass to Lopez. It's Trent on the wing. Shoots over Wells. Trent can't hit. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies with another miss. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Lillard outside. For 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
The Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to the paint and letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Here's Lillard following the basket by Ja Morant. Hits it from three-point range.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Trent. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Back KD picks one out.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Drains it from beyond the arc.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. And again, the Bucks miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 11 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Jackson from long range. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Milwaukee on top. They lead by a bucket. Live from the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Green. Taurean Prince is out there with Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims into the center position. It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Driving in. Huff, no good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Poke loose. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. It's hauled in by Huff.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kennard for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They set the pick. Here's Green. The layup missed. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Prince looking around. Sims the pass to Green. Shoots the 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And he nails the jumper. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. Huff passes to Pippen. Kennard for 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Up top, Porter, guarded by Pippen. Here's the 3. Porter, no luck. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Stephens. Scoreless thus far. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Huff, no good. Milwaukee has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Porter finds Green. Drills the 3-pointer. Green's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Pippen in the corner. Shoots It's over Portis. Pippen misses. Milwaukee leading by 8 from deep three-point territory. Kennard with the rebound. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Here's Steffens. Kennard on the wing. They set the screen. Out to the right wing. Stevens, the pass to Pippen. All 3 off the mark. Milwaukee has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Portis inside the three-point line. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here he goes. It's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Green taking his time here. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Stevens. Stolen by Prince. Now Green. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the band half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And on the drive.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Bane inside the 3-point line. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Kuzma outside. Hands it from downtown. Kuzma's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Out to the wing. Lopez with the steal. That's a 2 from Lillard. Wells grabs the miss. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Morant. There's the triple. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Basket good.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant with it. Lillard picks him up. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
just superior focus for Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And again, Memphis no good. Bucks leading by 9. Trent kicks to Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Lets the 3 fly, and it's Morant missing. Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. From deep, Trent. Wells grabs the miss. Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Took him no time at all on that one. Baines got 7.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
3-pointer, Lillard. That shot off. The Grizzlies trail by 8. The 3 from Morant. Good work defensively by Trent. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. And there's the try. And then Lillard slams it in.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3.
First team foul.
Bucks on defense. Bane passes to Morant. From downtown, Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 10. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Jackson a screen on Kuzma. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. It's a 10-point game. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And
big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Trent can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Bullseye. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Outside, onto the Kumbo. It's over Morant. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Here's Jackson, and the layup falls. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Screen by Giannis. Over in the corner, Lillard. Over Morant. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. And then Morant slams it in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard. And the rejection by Jackson to tie it up. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wells. Sinks that one from the post. Now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
That one misses for Kuzma. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Out to Morant. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Trent with it, now guarded by Wells. Lillard against Spain, and Damian Lillard good for the 3. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
From deep 3-point territory. Misses. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the
tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Green in at the 5. Butler with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Green. It's Podziemski on the wing. Offensive board. And that one's good. Green.
This is the energy that Green provides. Just flat out refuses to give up on any play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Bain. We played just over a minute here in the first. And again, it's Memphis missing. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Jackson with it. Defended by Podziemski. Here's Wells. Oh, Green with a block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Here's Curry. Left side, Green. Puts it up from 12. And he knocks the jumper down. Green's gotten his second bucket of the game. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. To the wing on the left. Curry against Morant. To the left side wing. Just 3 to shoot. Shot's blocked. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Curry looking it over. It's good.
He's a magician inside. Curry always finds a window.
Down low. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Stephen Curry.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you can potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Deflects the pass. And here's Morant outside. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 6. In transition. Here's Curry. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Jackson finds Morant. Here's Edey. 3-pointer. Right side Morant. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Outside for Green. The 3 from Curry. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Podziemski. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Morant, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
On the wing, Curry. He takes it in. Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. On the wing, Curry. To the middle. Here's Green. Shoots over Morant. Again, the Warriors score.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
Jackson with a screen on Curry. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing. And here's Butler outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Payne. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The three from Curry. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Stevens in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Kennard passes to Aldama, lets it fly. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. Here's Huff. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Kennard. Here's Huff. Kennard on the wing. Huff can't get it to go. And for the Warriors, they're shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. Here's Huff. Money on the 19-footer. The Warriors lead by 10. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Kennard for 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Right side Hield. It's tipped. 1:58 left in the half. Pippen, no good. The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. And Kuminga throws it down.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Pippen, still without a bucket. Sinks the tray. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk from the guys on the other side. It it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Pippen, pass to Huff. Here's Stevens, guarded by Payton. Kennard against Hield. Out left to the wing. 4 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. Kennard can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Hield. Here he goes. Aldama grabs the board. 35 seconds left in the second. Kennard with it. Payton covering. Pass to Stevens. Now here's Aldama. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Spencer. Outside Payton.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder finish.
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow. And Kuminga throws it down.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Stevens. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jonathan Kuminga. What a contribution here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the 5.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Now here's Butler. Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Back to Moody. Shot clock at 6. His first shot coming late. Hits the front of the rim and out. Grizzlies trail by 8. Jackson with a screen on Curry. From deep, Morant. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
The kick out, Curry. Curry from inside.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Curry against Morant. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. They've led by as many as 14. Now here's Podziemski, guarded by Bane. Yes, it's good.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
It's stolen by Curry.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And that one's good. Green.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Count it. Good.
The quickness of Curry makes quick defensive reads, knowing precisely when to knife inside.
Here's Morant. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep, Morant.
Look, just give Curry credit. When he hustles on defense, it makes a difference.
And again, it's Memphis missing. From outside the arc. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Here's Edey. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Butler, good.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Here's Edey. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Memphis shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now here's Green. 10 points for him. The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Morant surveying the floor. Looking to end this cold spell. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. No good on the triple. And it's Bane with the ball for the Grizzlies. From deep, Morant. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Butler. Now here's Moody. He's closely guarded. Pass to Wells. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Wells has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Curry against Morant. The rebound by Jackson. It's stolen away. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, leading by... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's...
Oh, no.
Look out! Ruthless!
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh.
That time, Curry getting it done on the defensive end, igniting the break.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's the pick. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
The Warriors lead by 18. Up top, Curry, hounded by Morant. Drive by Curry. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And it's Morant missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. From the arc. Curry, no good. Grizzlies trail by 20. The 3-ball. Morant missing again.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Pass to Pajemski. Back to Green. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Curry against Morant. Jackson for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. Even though he's undersized, he's making an impact on the glass, looking fearless right now.
Pajemski into the lane. Outside Curry. And here's Butler outside. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 16, and he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Morant. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Let's go with a 3. Memphis with a rebound. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play. The officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Fires from deep. Butler, that's good. And so Golden State takes this one. And all right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant